Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to a tea where the conversation is always flowing, the community is always welcoming, and the fun is always happening. Yo, we have a great show for you today. We're going to dive in and have a real conversation about that school supply list. Do y'all buy that entire school supply list? Because we're going to talk about it. We are going to tell you our true feelings. But before we do that, I do want to give a shout out to our sponsor, USAA, for helping make Meal Spouse Conversations and the tea possible this year. And Meal Spouse. Oh, Lord Jesus. Let me focus. Let me get my thoughts together. USAA does have a military spouse hub where you can find all fabulous resources to help you navigate this military life as well as life. So check it out at usaa.com/military spouse. All right, conversation starters. Are y'all ready?
Ready.
Hey, Grace.
Hey.
Oh, I think someone else is here on time today.
She made it.
Is she here?
She's here.
She's not paying attention though.
That's nothing new. I'm just playing.
Grace, wow.
I'm just playing.
Got me real quick. I got straight. I was just wow, Grace, wow.
Not for all I know, Sybil could have been lying.
You. But you're a dark horse. You're a dark horse over there. Yeah.
Hey,
Grace got yes, I caught it straight from Grace.
I mean, because Nishita is always tardy and always has some sass. Always just So let me ask you, ladies.
I was having technical issues.
You know what, Nishita? You always having an issue. Is that your middle name?
No, it's life.
But let's go ahead and get into this discussion. Raise your hands, and for everyone watching this episode, whether it's live or you're watching the recording, let us know in the comments. Conversation starters, I just want you to raise your hand. Do you buy the entire school supply list? Or Sheeta, I know you're gonna say, I don't buy nothing. Did you used to buy the
What we're talking about?
Used to?
Yeah, I think wait, we gotta say like at what age though, because that lists are different.
Right.
I'm like little to bigs.
No, we're going to look at it throughout your child's educational years. So when they were little, did you buy all the school supplies that were on the list?
Yes, in triple.
And triple.
How many?
You have one kid, Nishita. What you?
Well, there's something like I fit right in with that community list because I had so much stuff. Here, take it, please.
Oh, so Nishita, look, we're going to talk about the community supplies in a minute. But look. I have it written down. Let me stay focused so I stay on track.
Well, stop picking at me and stay focused.
Nobody's picking on you. Just playing. Nishita, it's going to be on site in 2025. Just saying. Just letting you know. All right. Anywho, let's focus. So when your kids were in elementary school, did you buy everything on the list? And I'm saying from kindergarten to 6th grade elementary. So all 7 years, kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade.
But my kids are all the way up. I have between preschool and kindergarten and then 6th through high school. We skipped the middle there.
You skipped those middle years. So you bought the 6 packs of crayons that was on the list.
Yes.
When they got to third grade, you bought the 6 packs of crayons that were on the list. Because, kindergarten, you don't know any better. So you just buy them. You buy the entire list.
Yes.
I've never seen a list with 6 packs of crayons, but
Yeah. Whatever hypothetical, yes, I bought it.
yes.
I love back to school season. I love school supplies. I love all that stuff. I love all the new stuff they come out with every year, and was constantly trying to get my kid to buy other things. Do you want this kind of trapper keeper? They had trapper keepers when I was a kid, and he'd be like, no. But then a little later, they came back into style, and then he was like, I think I'm gonna need a trapper keeper. I was like, I got you. I got 5.
So for the multicolor folders, when they ask for 12 folders and your kid has 5 subjects,
I still have some. I'm gonna tell you that. I have a box. I have a container. I still have those folders. I use them for my business though. It worked out, I feel like.
I buy it all. It don't matter. Buy it all.
Yes, bought it all.
you buy it
Yeah,
all.
my kid was not gonna be caught lacking.
Just buy it. I don't know. Who are you to say they do or don't need it? You're not the one teaching them.
Not the one in school.
So let me ask you now. I will look. Let me share my 2 cents here. I have 3. So the first 2, I would buy everything on the school supply list, but by about 3rd grade, I was like, and by the time we got to the 3rd one, I'm like, she ain't going to use all that. I am not about to buy all these doggone school supplies, because they would all come back home at the end of the year. Now, what do I do with them? Because I would lose them. I wouldn't know. I would hide them from myself. I was putting them away.
Why are you hiding them?
Well, I wasn't trying
Yeah.
to hide them. I was putting them away. Then I just didn't know where they were.
Put them away too good.
Right. Basically hiding.
Or it was time to move, because we averaged a PCS. Well, we still are PCSing every 2 to 3 years. So they were just getting lost in the crowd. All right. So now let me ask you guys this. How do you feel about community supplies? And what I mean by community supplies is you send your child to school on the first day with all of their supplies in their nice little cute box, and then they dump them all in one big box. How do you feel about that?
I don't like it.
Yeah, I love it.
The first couple years, that didn't happen. Like, my kids stayed with their stuff. And then one year, it was a community one. And there was no like telling that it was until she came home with stuff that wasn't even what she was supposed to have. Like, for example, the folders, they were supposed to have the like plastic folders so that they're not ripping. And she came home with paper folders. And so a couple weeks in, they're ripping. And I'm like, girl, I spent double to buy what we were supposed to buy. And my kid doesn't even have what she's supposed to have. And so she had to get them replaced. Finally, by like mid-year, she ended up with a plastic one. But I don't know. It's very minor. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. But in the mindset of it, I'm like, listen, it was on the list for a reason. If I'm buying this for the kids and it's going into it, then I would expect other parents to do the same so everybody has what they're supposed to have.
See, Grace, that was me. I'm like, look, I sent my kid with those folders, or with, I'm gonna sound like a crayon snob, but I like Crayola. I do. And I also like the pencil. I'm gonna show y'all my favorite pencil.
The green box. Is it the green box? Yeah, those are our favorites too.
Yeah, I like black color in the same brand.
Mm-hmm.
And just for those watching, and if you still need some pencils for your kids or for yourself, you can order these via our Amazon affiliate link right here, https://amzn.to/4cfdk22. We are an Amazon affiliate, and when you purchase via our link, we do make a small commission, which guess what? It helps fuel Milk Spice Conversation. So go ahead and order those. But I used to hate when my kids came home with a different brand pencil or folder and the Crayola crayons. Or when they would come home with drawings, I'm like, you didn't color that with the crayons I sent. I know. Because I knew. Sheila, don't look at me like that.
It just sounds really petty for you analyzing colorings.
You
know, like, oh my God, you colored this. So you're like, what kind of crayons did you use?
I was petty. But as they got older, I now have high school and college kids. Do you, and Grace, you had your sister during high school years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you shop for school supplies, or do you allow your children to shop for their own school supplies?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Nope. Sorry. I was gonna say the same thing. Both. I mean, like,
not me.
Yeah, we go together. Huh?
Well, I mean, you said directed it toward Grace first. That's what I was saying.
We go together, and I mean, she picks out what she wants and needs, if it's extra things, or she doesn't want something specific, like she knows she won't ever use it, then she just will be like, nah, I don't need that. And I feel like at that age, they know what they do and don't need. And then when school starts, and if there is something she needs that she hadn't bought, we just go back out and buy it. Like, I think a big thing is like parents stress out about this, like, oh, first day of school deadline. Honestly, the first like week of school is just getting everything settled and ready, and you have all that time to turn in things. So yeah, but to the question, we do it together.
And most teachers, especially once you get into high school, their supply list changes from that main generic. I call it a generic list. Because in high school, so my junior this year, now Nishida's going to get me on this because she's an artist. It has glue sticks, colored pencils. I'm like, project, she may need a glue stick or two, but we can buy that when the project comes about. I don't need to go buy 6 glue sticks right now for my high school junior because she's not in art. I don't need to get her colored pencils. Like, I'm not going to purchase anything off of that generic list. So I usually wait, even in elementary school, because I had 3. I learned I can wait because this teacher she really doesn't need 3 bottles of glue for each child. In high school, you get a notebook, pen, and pencil. Like all of my kids, that's all they wanted. They're like, give me a notebook, pen, pencil. I'm good. And I don't even know if one of them ever used the notebook, but we won't talk about that. So, Nishida, what you got to say about those high school years?
I think the last time I bought school supplies, that's why I still have some, it was like 9th grade. Because he was just getting into high school, and so that was all new. They needed all this stuff. And I did get everything that they asked for. And then if we went shopping and he wanted a pencil or one of those mechanical pencils or, one of those expensive pencils, that's what I used to call them, because I like them and then he likes them, so we're both buying them. And I'm like, okay, so if he wanted that, or sometimes he would lose his pencils, those mechanical pencils, people would take them actually, or he'd give them to people, different things. So we'd end up buying more stuff later. But 9th grade was the last time I think I bought anything. And then 10th grade, COVID was going on, so he wasn't in class for 10th or 11th grade. He did at home school, online classes. And then 12th grade, I was not involved in that, really. I wasn't involved from like 10th, 11th, 12th. I didn't go to one teacher meeting. I didn't talk to one teacher. I'm so bad. But I
You were
let
like,
him handle it
oh,
all. Huh? Yeah, and
you were just like,
if he needed something, he knew. He'd either get it himself or he'd tell me, "Could you pick this up at the store? Could you?" So it wasn't
but no,
involved.
I mean, that's true. Like really, by the time they're a senior, they know what they need, what they like.
What they're gonna do and not gonna do. Like you said, I'm not getting that because they don't want to carry it. One.
And they're like, we
Yeah.
don't care. All
But I
right, we're
did
gonna
like
take.
the community. I like the community supplies.
I
When he
did
was
not.
little, because my little humanitarian heart liked to think about all the kids having Crayola crayons, because those rose art ones weren't that great, but everybody's not on the same economic level. So if I send in 20 boxes of Crayola crayons, and I didn't all at once, and like Grace said, if he came home with something I didn't like, I just switched it.
Yeah.
Like if he came home with some cheap dollar store, and I'm not poo-pooing on anybody's dollar store crayons, because I get it. I get buying the dollar store crayons, but because they have Crayola in there sometimes.
They do.
But it's just, if he came home with them, I would just go switch them out. The folders I didn't, because I think the teachers sometimes were the ones buying the paper ones and replacing them later in the year after they're organized, because they really come and parents kind of like dump all those supplies on them, and then they have to
You gotta
organize
sort it out.
everything. So I think they take their supplies initially and they hand them out until they could get everything the way they want it, and then they give them the plastic ones and all the better stuff. But that was my rationale. I thought it was the teachers doing that, because everybody would have the paper.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm with
yes,
Angela.
yes,
Let's write that
yes.
disclaimer on the supply list so I know that I should probably buy extra just in case.
Yeah, ours was always labeled commit. When it was community, it said it on there. But
Yeah.
I was never
Yeah,
surprised.
no, I was always thinking, oh, I am buying these
For your
supplies
child.
for my child.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't. I was buying them for the class. Like in my heart, I was like, "Oh, these are gonna go to the class."
nah.
But I
And
wrote baked goods for the class. See, that's
no,
I will not
all right,
bring nothing up
hold
there.
on. We are about to go to Grace's segment. And
Oh,
we
great
will be
segment.
You mean to tell me there ain't no way?
Okay, so this one's specific to Texas. Anybody living in Texas. There are other states that also do this, but we're beginning August, so it might have passed already. Tax-free weekend. Ours in Texas is August 9th through the 11th at midnight. Clothes, electronics, shoes, school supplies, all those things are tax-free this coming weekend. So if you haven't bought all your stuff, or you still have time before back to school, or you didn't get everything on that list that they now need, now is the time to get it. You can save a little bit of money and maybe buy some extra school supplies for your teacher with that tax-free discount. That's my There Ain't No Way for today.
Thank you, Grace.
Yep.
Always fabulous as always fabulous. And when it comes to the teacher supplies, I would rather for the teacher, like whatever the supplies the teachers need, which I think teachers are better about it now than when my girls were in elementary school. They make a wish list. Because when my girls were in school, I don't recall a teacher ever having a wish list. So if I know what you need for the classroom, all right, I got you. And I will buy you the brands that I like. I'm not going to jip out on you. But when I'm thinking, oh, this box of whatever is going for my child, like the folders, I'm spending the extra money for the sturdy folder so I don't have to replace them later. Then I'm like, oh, why is your folder all ripped? It's the second week of school. Why is it? And then it's like, that's not the folder I bought you. Or the scissors. I'm going to tell y'all, I used to get upset about the scissors. I did not want my scissors going into community supply. because I have a lefty.
Mm.
So here I am looking for left-handed scissors. Those jokers are hard to find. They used to be anyway. But she comes home with scissors. They're not left-handed scissors.
Yeah.
Girl, where's your scissors? Oh, we had to put all of our supplies in a... Nah, Tell your teacher you need your scissors back.
That's understandable. For me, it's not about like having to spend the money and then getting something that's worth less. It's more so me thinking like if a teacher's asking for something specific, then us as parents should probably respect that and buy that for them because that's what they're needing for their classroom. And I get it, like things are expensive. I understand that. But maybe just communicate with your teachers a little bit and be like, hey, I can't really afford these, but I'll be sending these. Are you okay with that? Because some teachers might just be like, don't worry about it. We'll have enough, And then, I mean, what if you're buying something that's not the same and they don't want that at all? It doesn't work for what they're doing. Well, then you kind of just wasted a little bit more money because it's not even going to get used. It'll be sent back at the end of the year. So just a different perspective in like why teachers are asking for what they're asking for, if it's not just the generic list.
Yeah. As long as it's not a Stanley cup. Because have y'all seen that reel? And I know it's someone making content, but they're reading off the school supply list. They're like, Stanley cup.
Look,
Like-
my uncle said closed mouths don't get fed. Somebody might buy them that Stanley cup because you're cheap behind sitting there not threatening y'all. But this person who obviously decided to make content on what somebody wanted, like Maya, scroll past her. Like,
don't buy
don't
it.
look at that on the list. Don't get it. Like,
you know what?
somebody
I
out
actually
there,
watched that video and was cracking up because
somebody might be like, oh, I'm gonna get this for this teacher because I like this
Mhm.
teacher, or
that might be
this was my third grade kid's
teacher.
favorite teacher. You never
That
know,
might
but
be
if
a
she don't put
teacher
it on there, how she
appreciation
gonna
gift.
get it?
It could be a teacher appreciation gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be anything. It could just be for no reason, like because people out there do buy other people things for no reason. It happens all the time on the internet. People on the internet like, I need this. 500 people sending it to them in the mail. What?
Well,
That's
you
an
know what?
exaggeration, but
You know what Mill Spouse conversation needs?
A P.O. box.
A P.O. box.
You
What?
on a roll today, Grace.
To get packages, Sybil, it was for the Sybil, how did that fly over you? We were just talking about it. Girl.
I'm like, a P.O. box. I'm like, no, I'm like, we do
You
have
got me right. You know what I was talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm sitting here like, we have a P.O. box. What are you talking about? Like, what?
Oh, Sybil.
You know, sometimes. But I am looking for a way. Where is it at? I lost it. See, great. Oh, here we go. Talking about, wanting to send people things. Y'all can send Mill Spouse Conversations a coffee. $5 per coffee. You can Cash App us. You can go to our website, click Buy Me a Coffee, and I think there's also another link. It's Grown and Love the Show. Want to support? Make a supportation at, here you go. www.buymeacoffee.com/millspouse convos or Cash App, $Millspouse Convos, or go straight to the website. Voila. There, I made the ask. So let's see if anyone on the internet will send us a coffee or 3 or 6 or 10.
Or 10 or 20, 50, 100. Thank you.
I mean, no.
We're grateful for it all.
Yes, we are. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do my segment real quick. And it is stroke talks. So, how to recognize if someone is having a stroke. Remember this acronym: be fast, balance, eyes. You just they can get a blank stare on their face. Face, a facial droop. One side of their face will droop. A, arms. Ask if they can lift their arm. Can they? Is it a little droopy? S, their speech. Is there a slur? And T, time. Call 911. Time is of the essence. Every second and minute counts. For real, for real, for real, for real. Sorry. See, y'all, I always like say something funny after talking with Stroke Talks.
It's the
And then
nerve.
y'all all just look at me like I'm
It's
crazy.
just I think it's your nervous thing. So we just let it ride. We just let it ride. So it's all good.
And just my disclaimer, I can laugh at myself when I'm talking about strokes because I had a stroke. So yes, Grace, I do get a little nervous talking.
It wasn't a bad thing.
Yeah, I'm hostile today, y'all.
You're a little sassy today.
That back to school got you all.
Not as sassy as Grace.
Hey.
Y'all want to know? Can I tell y'all a secret about back to school and about back to school shopping? So I sat down yesterday with my middle daughter and we went through her back to school list that she created. Not from the school, but her own list. She will be a freshman in college. We went through and we ordered things for her dorm. And it was a little just a little sad because it dawned on both of us this afternoon that we'll be catching a plane flying back to the States. So leaving Bahrain for a few days to fly back to the States to get her moved into her dorm for the fall. And I'll come back without my Ayla A. And I'm just a little sad. Not much, Ayla, not much. Just a little bit. I'm not going to cry. I'm just going to say, all right, Ayla, it's been fun. It's been real. Have a great year. Love you. Bye.
You gonna cry. Let's be real.
And the other thing about it that's a little sad for me is her birthday is the day after her move-in. It'll be her 18th birthday. And she has a full day planned for her because the honor college students have their own event going on. And I'm like, I won't get to celebrate your birthday with you. It's a little sad. But I will tell you, as a mom, buying school supplies, dorm supplies for your kids, she didn't ask for this, but you don't need a big screen TV. Okay, don't do it. And you think, Stephanie said that she makes jokes about herself as well. Yes, those missing brain cells. Stephanie is a fellow strokey. I say strokey if you ever been a part of Stroke Talks, you know, that's our little group. That's what we call ourselves. It's okay. It's okay. But for moms, especially moms who are on all of these college dorm room groups, you're looking at what Sally and Mary and Sue, what they're buying for their kids for their college dorm room. You don't need all of that. You don't. They need the basics. And I know this because I have a college junior as well. And Grace, your sister's in college.
Yep, she's in college too.
Can you feel me on that too?
Yeah,
like
I
all the
definitely don't
things they think they need or want for their dorm room.
Yeah. You can clutter a space real quick, so you gotta really manage that.
Listen,
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Okay. Sybil is the one introducing me to all this because all I was thinking was, do you need these extra long twin sheets and a blanket? I didn't know people were decorating dorms, buying furniture. But I did see some people because the Target by my house, it's about to be off the chain. The Target and the Meijer, I mean, parents are in there buying so much stuff. And when I first looked around, when I first saw this, I was like, am I supposed to be doing this too? And then I thought, no, I'm gonna stay consistent. I'm not doing it. I'm not participating. He got it. He's grown. He could you want a couch, sir? Get a couch. Get it in your house. Because that's how me and your dad got our stuff in our places. We just got it in there. And you can too. You can too. And so I'm like, I'm not doing all that. I remember one day at the checkout, the manager was at the front because a family had come in. They bought like $1,500, $2,000 worth of merchandise from, back to school stuff from Meyer. And it was a big kerfuffle at the register. And by the time I came out, they were leaving with their like 10 carts of like stuff going to their car. And the manager turns to the other lady and said, these doggone parents come here every year and they buy all this stuff. And then their kids come back and return it or they don't need it. And she was tired. She was like up to here because it was like the ending, like the ending.
Yeah.
It had just been going crazy. So I go across the street to Target. And a lady is in there with her son. And she's like, do you need a big pack of paper towels? And he was like, and then she was like, do you need a couch? Do you need a chair? Do you need this? Do you need that? And he was just deer in the headlights, like,
Now I will say, toilet paper.
no.
Yes, Angela, those SDC schools, yeah, they over the top. They be having interior decorators.
No,
I mean,
see,
I'm like,
uh-uh.
but
I don't participate
the
in
toilet
society enough
paper.
like that.
First,
I don't
I
know.
will say, and we're going to end this because we're keeping this to 30 minutes. For college, don't worry about, even with your child's roommate, right? Like they're rooming together. Your child's roommate has their side of the room. Your child has their side of the room. It may not be as decorated or as glamorous as their roommate, but hey, it's cool.
That's life.
And it's life. The reality of life is I don't get to walk out and look at my neighbor's Benz and be like, just because, I like they Benz, so I'm going to get in here and drive. Now I'm going to go right over here and get my little Cherry. Actually, no, I have an MG. I'm in Bahrain. So different models of cars. I don't know. So I say all that to say, for the moms getting ready for their babies to go off to college, it's okay. Grace says it's okay to cry, right, Grace?
It's okay to cry.
I can cry. But you don't have to keep up with everyone on your child's hall or your child's roommate. My daughter's roommate, look, they talk, and I was so happy when she's like, yeah, my parents were like, nah. I was like, hey.
Yeah, our parents just either you got in your car and you went to college, or they dropped you off and said, see you later. We're going on this little tour they make us go on, and then you see you later. Your roommate could have been a serial killer for all you know. Nobody was checking. Nobody was like, oh, let's check out this kid. They barely saw the kid. They'd be like, hey,
Yeah, we didn't meet our roommate till the day of moving.
This is all I think the internet just bring people so close together in proximity to each other that we all think we should know every single detail of, and for sure you can if you want to, but that's a lot of time and I'm too lazy for that, I think.
All right,
or
so
well, can I ask Grace a question real quick?
You have 30 seconds.
Did you buy all that stuff for your sister? Did you go all out?
No.
Okay, just wondering.
Look, Grace said that when she was like, oh, thanks and get
but that doesn't mean that she didn't.
No, that
my sister is way too picky and it just would not have gone well. So I was like, if you need something, let me know.
Oh. You would have been fighting about this stuff. No, you
I would have been like, you don't need that. She would have been like, yeah, I do. So it was just
holler at me.
So the consensus here is you don't need you don't need to buy the entire school supply list, or at least not all in one big swoop. You have time.
Yes.
I didn't even remember having a list in college. I had a list, but it was the list from the Pell Grant people who was like, this is the stuff you could get with your Pell Grant. That's what
Yes.
Here's your voucher. This is what you could get. Because people were buying computer sometimes. But like, I didn't even know that existed. Like, Sybil has opened my eyes to a lot of things that I'm also going to shut my eyes to
A whole
later.
new
But yeah, I'm
world.
just fascinated. Like, people do this. I did not know. I thought you just,
Yeah.
bye, kids.
All
But
right,
that was
so
every cartoon. That was every cartoon when we were little, wasn't it? Bye.
look, we're going to say bye now. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, tell your friends to join us for the tea. Because, you know, we oh, shoot. I almost knocked my food off my desk. So let me hush so I can go eat my food. Y'all have a good day. But like, share, tell your friends about us. We come here live every Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time with a new topic. And you can make topic suggestions. Hey, we'll talk about it. You want to hear about it? We'll talk about it. Bye. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Do, 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 do. Good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. Do, 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 do. Good night, or good day, whatever it may be. Bye.